No worry, hang in there. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 121 of our Your Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is called, What Does Love Mean to You? What does love mean to you? And this is a very serious topic. I really want you to take this seriously because it's an important part of the way we live and the way we treat people and the way we look after potential clients and existing clients. That's all got to do with the way you love. What does love mean to you? But before we get to the topic, those people who are watching the replay, please make sure that you reach out. I'm croaky, sorry. Excuse me. Please make sure you reach out to each and every one of these people. They're giving up their time and their expertise and their wisdom to share with you their thoughts about a whole range of things. Plus, they're going to introduce themselves so you know who they are and what they do and what they're good at. And I can assure you, if they were on this call, then I'm going to back them, because to me, people who join this community are genuine people who care for people, who really want to help people. So I want you people who are watching the replay, for those of you who are here now, please make sure you put your contact details in the chat. And I'll take those contact details and I'll put them underneath the replay that goes into YouTube. And for those who are watching, I want you not just to reach out to these people and say, hello, Marlene. Hey, hello, Sherry. Nice to see you, Mary. I want you to not just reach out. I want you to connect with them and talk with them. Actually talk with them. Sounds old-fashioned these days because everyone wants to text, right? But I want you to talk with them because they may be just the people you need to get you through where you are right now. Or they may know somebody that can help you get over whatever slump or challenge you've got right now. Or they can open a door that you didn't even know existed before. So I can't stress this enough. For those who are watching, please reach out and connect and talk with every single one of these people. They are really good at what they do, and I love them dearly, and I trust them to give you the best they can possibly get. All right, so with that in mind, let's now give them the chance to introduce themselves in a couple of minutes to talk about who they are, where they come from, what they do, etc., etc. And to kick things off, let me start with you, Yvonne. Do you mind? I'll start with you, followed by Monica.
Hello, everyone. I am Yvonne A. Jones. For those who have never met me before, you hear an accent, because I get this all the time. I hear an accent. Where's that accent from? Well, I am from the island of Jamaica. I've lived here in the United States for over 30 years, and I'm located in Central Florida, about 40 miles south of Orlando. I specialize in working with mature small business owners, female small business owners, to increase their income and impact. And I do this through my profitable relationship building framework, because many women my age, around my age, a little younger, a little older, they really want to focus. They get to a point in their business where they want to focus on doing what they love rather than spending most of their time marketing and chasing new customers. I help you do that. I am Yvonne A. Jones of 50andwisercoaching.com. Oh, and my mantra is focus on relationships and the money will follow.
I was waiting for that little bit to come. Thank you, Yvonne, very much. Okay, Monica Periardi, followed by Glenda Kroll.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Periade. I'm a transformational life coach, a coaching conversationalist, and a published author. I help people navigate with confidence, toxicity, self-doubt, the almighty self-doubt and negativity, mostly corporate professional women in their workspace and also on a personal level. I'm based in Romania. I love to travel the world. For the past 3 months, I kind of stay back because I have some project that I'm working on. And this week, I'm looking to connect with like-minded people or with anyone that wants to build a meaningful relationship around personal development. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much, Monica. Glenda Kroll, followed by Alan Edwards.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Glenda Kroll, and I am a life coach and reinvention specialist. I'm here to help you unlock the power within you and reinvent your life. As we reinvent your life, we will work on embracing your journey of self-discovery and transformation with the life coach right by your side, guiding you to break free from your limitations and conquer your fears and manifest your true potential. Together, we'll create your roadmap, your success, happiness, and fulfillment as you embark on your remarkable quest for growth and empowerment. Your new life awaits. I'm here to help you embrace it with confidence, clarity, and unwavering support. Remember, come glide with Glenda.
I like that. Come glide with Glenda. Thank you, Glenda. Alan Edwards, followed by... Oh, actually, nice to see you. Okay.
Hi,
Alan
how are
Edwards.
you? How's everybody doing?
Good. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. Sorry, being rude, Alan.
Okay, no problem.
Alan
Hi,
Edwards,
everyone.
followed by Sherry Bennett.
I'm Alan. I'm based in Hampshire in the UK, and I deal with property. We transform property value. We give great returns to property investors, and we give great opportunities for property owners. So essentially, if you're interested in property in the UK, which is one of the best returning markets for property investment, then talk to me. I've left my contact details in the chat. We also work in Europe as well, because we've got a European company, so we can operate anywhere in the EU. And we've also got some property for sale in the EU at the moment in Slovenia, and we've also got a property for sale in Azerbaijan, if anyone were interested by chance in that. So cheers for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. And just because I'm probably getting Alzheimer's with my old age, you mentioned a couple of meetings back. That's what my granddaughter tells me, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned a couple of meetings back that you had something else. Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, of course. And it's the same invitation is open to anyone on this call now or who's watching the repeat. That I've also got a website called businessestostartonashoestring.com, and basically it's all about low-cost startup businesses. And if anyone wants to give me a post, an article about their own business, and give me a video about themselves and their business, I'll put the post on the website, businessestostartonashoestring.com, and we've got a YouTube channel of the same name, which is getting traffic as well. So it will help your exposure if you want to give me an article, tell people about your own business, and it will get traffic from that website. So the invitation is still open, and I'll put the details in the chat box as well. Cheers, Peter.
Thank you.
Thanks
very much, Alan. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Sherry Bennett, followed by Mary Stanley.
Hello, everyone. I am Sherry Bennett, and I'm a medical cannabis educator and the founder of a platform, an educational platform called Let's Talk Cannabis. I am also the host of a podcast called Let's Talk Cannabis with Doctors. And we talk to doctors and patients from all over the world. So I'm here to ask you to listen to letstalkcannabis.ca. Thank you. And Sherry Bennett is my name. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sherry. Mary, nice to see you. First time here. Lovely to see you. Followed by Marlene, who is also the first time here. So over to you first, Mary.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm from Minnesota, and I am the founder of Unbroken Life Coach, Health Coach, NLP, hypnotherapy, meditation. I call myself a mind alchemist because I understand how your mind works. I use this to work with individuals and families struggling with autism and other mental health issues. We take the issues, we break them down, and we adjust to teach you how to deal with issues that you're struggling with. I am also a producer and a host on Optimize My Life Live Talk Radio.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Could you make sure, Mary, you put your details in the chat, the contact details?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It may be my internet. I'm not sure. My internet may be unstable in terms of the audio. Is everyone else hearing the audio clearly? Okay, all right. Okay, Marlene Gardner, welcome also for the very first time, followed by Ashwin.
Good morning. Thank you, Peter, and good morning, everyone. I'd like to say thanks to Sherry Bennett for introducing me, inviting me to this group. It sounds amazing already. And I also know Afshin from way back when. Nice to see you. So I live in Ontario in Canada, just north of the city of Toronto. And I'm married. I have 3 adult children and 5 grandchildren. And I have been with this company for over 18 years. Arbonne, I'm not sure if any of you have heard of this company, but so I'll share with you my passion right at the moment and what I'm looking for. And maybe I'd love to connect and chat with anybody who'd like to know more, because imagine the possibilities of building an online global business. And when I say global, we're in 6 countries right now and looking for more expansion. Canada, the US, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Alan, we might need to talk, and Poland as well. So, I'm passionate about helping people age backwards and creating a recurring income with the original clean health and beauty brand called Arbonne. So I'm currently expanding my team, but not my waistline. Well, I hope not. Anyway, so I'm just, looking for a couple of people to join me. And that's what I'm looking to meet new people, new relationships, looking for referrals, and also to see if I can help you as well, because I think that's the way life and business works. So thank you, everybody. And I'll put my info in the chat, and I look forward to connecting with each of you at some point. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Marlene, and welcome again to our little community. Welcome indeed.
Thank you.
Okay? And for those who are new here, it's a family type atmosphere. The idea is for you to feel safe, to say what you want to say, to try things out for the first time, to do whatever you want to do in order to feel that there's people around you who care for you, who want to support you, who love you and want you to win. That's the whole purpose of this little community. I have no commercial interest in it whatsoever. It's just priceless to see people doing well. And if I can have just a little bit of help in doing that, then I feel pretty good for myself. That's what it's all about. Ashwin, over to you, followed by Carol Davies.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Peter. Hello, Marlene. I'm happy to be part of this family. And actually, what I do is ties back into what you just said, that we are all a family. And actually, this morning, I was listening to Al Jazeera Network TV, and they were interviewing truck drivers in US and about talk show. And they were listening to this talk show host for over 10 years, 20 years. And they asked them, what makes you interested to listen to this talk show host? He said, personality. So that's what I do in my business. I have a small businesses to create personality for them. Email marketing, digital marketing are all tools. Let's not get fooled by them in terms of, hey, I have to do this. That's just a shining object. You have to have personality. You have to give them a feeling of being part of a family, part of a herd, part of a group, and that's how I help small business owners. I'm from Toronto, Canada, Ontario, and happy to be part of this networking group. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin. In fact, I think we're not really a networking group at all. We're just a damn family when you think about it, but we reach out to each other. So it's a bit of both, all right. Carol Davies, always lovely to hear what you have to say, followed by Joy Healy. Are you there, Carol? You're on mute. You want us to come back to you?
She's not on mute, but we can't hear her. She's when I look
Yeah.
at participants, she's not on mute at
Yeah.
all.
Well, I'll come. Have a bit of a play with your audio, Carol. We'll come back to you, okay? Okay, Joy Healy, followed by Mark Inkster.
I'm Joy Healy from Norwich in the United Kingdom. I help the over 50s to supplement their income with an online business if they discover they haven't made good enough income plans for a retirement that they'll enjoy. What I recommend is to have multiple streams of income so that if there's a problem with one, the others will continue. Eventually, you can reach the situation where commissions drip in from many different places. My main training program shows me how to implement this, and you'll find some of my income streams on the link that's in the chat. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Joy, very much indeed. Mark Inkster, followed by Yvonne Jones. Oh, no,
Yeah.
we've already asked you, Yvonne. I don't want to give you two shots at it. Sorry. Oh, goodness gracious, my age is showing on me. Sorry. Mark
It's
Inkster.
the age. It shows your preference, Peter. It's not the age.
I know. Oh, my secret love life's out in the open already. My God, I'm sorry.
I know. It's not a shame.
Mark, leave all that rubbish, okay? Mark Inkster, followed by Penny. Do you want to say something? Or are you going to leave you until the topic? Leave you to the topic.
I'll go to the topic.
Okay. Mark Inkster, followed by you, Bonnie, if you've got the kids in bed and you're ready to go. But Mark first.
Yeah, I'm a wealth making opportunities educator and founder of the Strangers Group. And our founder of the Strangers Community, our not-for-profit. So I like to help people create multiple streams of income, other charities and clubs, sporting clubs and that, to become self-funding. We have an educational academy where we have coaching and training programs. And so, yeah, I teach multiple streams of income as well. And we're doing many things and trying to help people create win-win situations for people. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mark, very much indeed. Bonnie, nice to see you. Yes, I'm clapping like Monica. Yeah. Bonnie, over to you, followed by Carol, if you're ready.
Did you call me? I'm sorry. I heard you cut out for a second.
I called you, Bonnie. We were all waiting for you with bated breath.
Well, it has been an exciting few months on this side of the United States. I am still building my team. Super excited. Just invited 4 new people to train with us. And we are independent financial educators that teach people how money works. And so we sit down with them. And my specialty is helping remove the anxiety from the conversations around money so that people can get a grasp on what's going on and move forward and do everything from plan for retirement to set up their life insurance, to 529 plans for kids, et cetera, et cetera. And so right now I'm actually looking to train new members for our team so that we can expand our reach here within the United States. So if anybody's interested, I will drop my information below. Thanks so much, Peter. It's good to be back.
Good to see you back too, Bonnie, because you've been to heck and back with all these darn visits to the doctors and dentists and goodness knows what. So lovely to see you. And Yola, I haven't forgotten you, just in case you thought I had. Yola Manyan. your call. Over to you.
Please, yeah.
So I am a woman empowerment life coach. I use the map of consciousness and to help women see where they're stuck and how to elevate their frequency, their energy. And I use the Healy, which is a frequency device with different programs in it. I'm very famous for coffee cup reading. It is the best. But the coffee cup reading is, it's not about the future. It is easier for me with women who are stuck in low energy to help them see where they're stuck instead of me going to all the stories that take so much energy. And I'm a Qigong teacher. And Peter, I have a class. I have to get out of here at 8:45. So I do teach Qigong. It is like Tai Chi. I don't know if people know that. So I do have a class that I have to get out early for. So when you come to the love talk, try to think of me early.
I will think of you early. Of course, Yola. I will. Okay. Have I missed anybody? I'm not doing very well tonight. People. Is anyone not had a chance to say? I don't think so. Okay. Here's the apologies for tonight before we get on to the topic. Tricia Gosh, Stephen Henry, a new guy by the name of George Nagel. You'll love him. He's from the Philippines, a bit like where Jeff Beal is. And Jeff Beal was going to be here, but he's watching the Australian women's football team. Lucy Bernabé, Tom Petty, Peter Smythe is also new. He wants to be here, but he's busy with some mission work at the same time. Janet Pacelli, Anthony Pacelli, I haven't heard from. He's normally here, Santa Claus, but obviously he mustn't be well. And Lisa Jackson, who's traveling. Okay, in the interest of time, we're now 30 minutes past the hour. The question is, what does love mean to you? What we normally do is if you go down to the reaction buttons at the bottom and you can raise your hand and I'll take you in the order that your hand is raised. But Yola, because I love you so much, I'm going to let you go first so you can go and run your class.
Okay,
so Yola, yours. What does love mean to you? Everyone else, please raise your hands using the reactions button.
You know, when you ask that question, the first thing I thought of is myself, loving myself. And I don't think I can help anyone else if I don't keep working on myself. And it doesn't mean that we are coaches that mean we are so good. It is the personality, the mind, the way you think, how much you grow in, how much you face in your fears. And this is what I'm really about. And it is all about me learning to love myself. So I am able to help others see themselves in that love energy, you know. This is what love means to me.
Yola,
and I
can
have
I
to
ask
tell
you,
you, Peter.
Please.
Okay. Now ask me
No,
a
I
question.
interrupted you.
I just have to say my name is Yola Abdu. I just go out as Manaya because I wrote a book and I didn't want people to know where I'm living. So, but I'm Yola Abdu.
Who do we call you? Yola Abdu or Manyama?
Well, in here, it doesn't matter. Manaya is okay. I just want to let you know, just in case you're wondering where that Manaya coming from. Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you, in the interest of time, you said the most important thing is to love yourself. Right? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, that
love
is
yourself.
the most important thing. Yeah.
I know there's other people here, including Monica, especially who are experts in this area, but that is something that many people have great difficulties in doing. And Glenda, you would know that as well, right? So I am delighted, Yola, that you are in fact are loving yourself, because we love you as well. So thank you for sharing. And good luck with your class today. Good luck with your class.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joy Healy. What does love mean to Joy Healy?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was family. I'm very lucky in that I have very strong family bonds. Also, some very close friends of 40 plus years, and we've never had a cross word. In fact, I was with them last week. I suppose love to me is about putting the other person's needs above your own, forgiving them whatever they may do, and being there to pick up the pieces. And on that topic, I'm talking about children of whatever ages. Also, in my particular case, it's about not pressing send on the email that you've hammered out and that there might be no coming back from. So that's what it means to me. Thank you,
Actually,
Peter.
Joy, there's a thing on Gmail where you can send the email and then call it back before you got 30 seconds, right?
Yes,
oh my goodness
I
gracious,
know.
that saved my back in so many times.
Yes. Occasionally I write this thing out and my son says, look, don't send it. I just rant for him. But yeah, it's family.
But the other thing you mentioned, was a phrase about in terms of love, and it's being there to pick up the pieces. That's pretty powerful, Joy, because that's something that is a challenge that some people walk away from. So if you don't walk away from it, I'm proud of you. Well done. Well done indeed. Because it takes guts to do that, as well as courage and determination and passion and empathy. So you're quite a lady. Well done, Joy. Well done indeed. Glenda, what does love mean to you? And you've got 3 minutes.
Okay, love for me, first of all, starts off with self-love. Love is about is the most powerful emotion that you can have in life. And it has unique sensations that connect with others in an extraordinary manner. And it's also connected with understanding and kindness. Love is about feeling of excitement and happiness when you think about somebody that you care about. And it's more importantly about supporting others during the difficult times in life, and actually also the most incredible, happiest times in life. Life is about resembling the sturdiness of friendships, your children, and special relationships that are truly meant there, that are connected to the true passions, for me, of life. Life is just about being who you are and supporting everybody else who's around you. And it's being genuine and adding significance in other people's lives as well as your own. Thank you.
Wow, I like that. Adding significance in other people's lives. That is very powerful. Yeah. Yvonne's got a mantra she lives by, but my mantra is making people feel special. That's what my mantra is, making people feel special. Enough from me. Yvonne, what about you? What does love mean to you?
Well, when I saw your question, Peter, the first thing I thought of was the fact that the Greeks had 4 types of love. There's eros, which is the romantic love. There's philia, which is family love. Storge, which is just love of neighbor, brotherly love. And the one for me that's the most important, that's agape or divine love. Because I believe that once you have that kind of love, it supersedes all others and it encompasses all others. Because if you have the kind of love that we are encouraged to love the way God loves us, the way our Heavenly Father loves us, then we show brotherly love, we're forgiving, we will do good for others. those who are less fortunate will do good without an expectation of a return. And it, like I said, it encompasses everything because that's what guides us. Of course, we need to love ourselves too, because as the Bible said, you love your neighbor as yourself. So if you don't love yourself, how can you love your neighbor? You won't know what to do. So again, it's that for me, it is in business. My love for my clients, my customers, is to see them grow, see them progress, even if they go at a faster pace than I do. But in life in general, being guided by divine love, it helps with every aspect of love.
That is beautiful, Yvonne. Wow. Thank you. When I get the recording, I'm going to cut that bit out and keep it. Thank you very much for sharing. That truly came from your heart. Cool. Alan Edwards. Well, by the way, hello, Santa Claus. Nice to see you, my man. I put in a podcast.
Oh, it's so good to be here.
I'll come back to you. Because I'm going to keep
Absolutely.
it to the last. Alan.
Okay, just to add my thoughts on the subject of what love means to me. I think a lot of good information was shared already earlier, but if I could just say a little bit on the theme of what Yvonne was saying about sharing love with others, you don't necessarily need to know someone to care about them. So particularly children who are disadvantaged need help, and I think it's a good thing to actually share things where you can care for someone, give them whatever they need to help them, even if you don't necessarily know them. You know, there are lots of people who haven't got clean water in the world. Not enough to eat. And we should all care for these sort of disadvantaged people. So that's my thoughts on it. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. Yeah, very emotionally said. Thank you very much. That came from the heart too. Before I ask you, Mary, I just want to say one small thing. I want to say thank you to all you and all the people in the Your Next Level group for the love that you shared, because I just put a little post in there about our eldest daughter, and we're having a struggle with that. And there's so much love. It just made me feel, I don't know what the word is, but it just made me proud to be associated with that group of people at Your Next Level. So I'm just saying thank you from my heart on behalf of my daughter. Okay, it's a struggle, but we're going to make it. And with your love and your prayers, we're going to definitely make it. So I just want to say thank you. Mary, what does love mean to you?
I'm going to start with acceptance. Now, I've had the disadvantage, but the advantage of raising two, especially if the children, they're both autistic. And the first thing we learned is accepting them for who they are and not the label that they were given. Because who they are and who they become is based on how we treat them. And, you know, people that benefit, because so many people go in relationships learning, oh, well, I like this, but I don't want to change this. You're not accepting yourself or the person or kids as who they are. You try to mold them and change them into who you want them to be. And that's where you get that power struggle and you get just hard. You know, a big part of acceptance is loving you and who you are. And, you know, with social media in this day and age, everyone posts good, but you never talk about bad. And accepting who you are and being empowered by yourself is all about accepting the good, the bad, and the ugly, and owning all of who you are. Once you own who you are going to love yourself more.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm missing a little bit of your audio, Mary, and I wish I could hear it all. Is everyone else can hear Mary okay? There's a bit of problem with the audio, Mary. Can I ask you a question just to clarify? Because
All right.
Are you saying the most important thing is to love people as they are? No, we're not. The audio is not working too well. Sorry. Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay. Bonnie Hewitt, you want to talk while you're walking around, or you going to come back to you?
I'm going to be short and sweet, Peter, straight to the point. I honestly almost didn't even hop on today in light of recent events with my family. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to sit here and hold it together while we talked about this, to be honest with you. But I wanted to show up anyways and share. Can you hear me okay? Or is it muffled? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I'm reevaluating what love looks like in my relationship currently. I just left my children's father about a week and a half ago due to some struggles that I am not qualified to help with, and that he was not willing to admit to himself. And so right now, that type of love looks like knowing when to let go and stop enabling somebody's destructive behaviors, and holding down the fort and the kiddos and making sure they feel loved and safe and secure in their own environment, and they're able to move forward in a healthy way and build healthy relationships. And so for me right now, there's a lot of self-love happening, letting things flow, letting the emotions come and go as they need to, and being okay with that, while also knowing that things need to keep moving forward. And so it's learning to be at peace with the way things are, accepting what I can't change myself, and allowing, those people that, empowering those people that have changes they need to make if they want to remain a healthy part of our lives. And while I feel like it's important to support people in their struggles, sometimes the best support you can give somebody is letting them find the correct people that can support them in the right way. So thank you so much, Peter.
Well said, Bonnie. Well said indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Monica.
Now, we have a problem because time is limited, and I don't want to steal anything that is righteously to someone else belong to. So I'll try to be as short as possible on a topic that I can go for days. But love comes in many shapes and many forms, as much as negativity, toxicity. Love, it's a force. It's a force. It's an energy. So it's like Yola said, self-love. Everything starts with self-love. When you are able to understand and be the most authentic and love the best and the worst part, the good, the bad, and the ugly that you have in yourself, you will be able to love someone else. But in few other words, I think love will be responsibility for the Mother Earth, for the right to live to the other generation. I think that's a form of love, being responsible, because the children behind me, they have the right to live as much as I received the right to live on this planet. So being more responsible, being empathetic, so to teach our children to be empathetic, strong but empathetic. I think empathy, it's another words that I will describe love to me. Be responsible, empathetic, and I think also to be forgiving. So be forgiving. You can spend as much time as you want with the child and with the dog, and you will learn more about unconditional love. So as I said, and I would love to remind us all, we all love in our own way, ourselves and the people around us. But if we don't know, if we don't really love ourselves, we will never be capable to give out of ourselves. So basically, I will just close this with responsibility, empathy, and forgiveness. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica. Wow, you covered a lot of territory in 3 minutes. My goodness me. And yes, I reckon you could talk for a week on that one topic. Penny Kennedy, thank you, by the way, Monica. That was a compliment, nothing more. Penny, what about you?
Wow, what can I
What
say?
does love mean,
Everybody's
Penny Kennedy?
Well, thank you. I love being here. I try to jump on as often as I can. You guys are like my family. Well, you guys are my family. I've reached out to a few of you when I've needed just to vent or to talk. So that's another form of love. I also, not only do I agree with everything everybody said, to me also love is anger, frustration, that kind of thing. It's if you didn't get frustrated with that person, if you didn't get angry at that person at some point, you wouldn't care, right? So to me, that's also a form of love. It's just a matter of how you deal with it, how you control it. Anyone who has kids or a pet or a sibling or a parent, we've all gotten upset at some point, and that is because you value their opinion, you value who they are at heart, so you get frustrated sometimes because it might not be what you want to hear or do, or we're all spoiled little brats, but that's because we love ourselves too. So yeah, other than what everybody else has said, that's the only thing I have to add.
Oh, Penny, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to accept that love is not always necessarily some romantic hearts and roses type stuff, right? There's a whole lot of other stuff in there, and some of it can be crap. That's what you're really saying, right?
That is right.
Yes?
And,
Yes.
and
Sorry,
also, can you imagine your life without that person?
Yeah.
Would there be a hole? Would there be an emptiness? Right?
Yeah. I can relate to that very much right now. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. I'll go back to Yvonne too in terms of spiritual love, because that is all encompassing. And I think the way that Yvonne put it is a lesson to all of us that we should aspire to and make sure we live our life that way. So thank you, Penny and Yvonne. Okay. Yogesh, nice to see you. What does love mean to you, Yogesh?
Hi, everyone. Sorry for being late, but from what I heard, I think a lot is already covered, but I believe we are born in the frequency of love. As children, if you see children, they're always happy, they're always curious, they keep growing. And for me, love is seeing divinity in every single thing, every single human being, from the sun to everyone, without judging whether their color, race, or anything. And when you understand that concept, everything else falls into place. If a person is screaming at you, but you are coming from love, it doesn't make a difference. If you see your children getting frustrated, instead of getting frustrated, you see love, it doesn't make a difference. It's very difficult to be in that frequency and vibration all the time. But I teach a lot of children, and I think I understand why, is because I feel, when you're children, you're just pure love, pure innocence. You don't understand anything till you get conditioned. So for me, love is divinity.
That's beautiful.
You know,
Yeah,
when you look
good.
at the sun, if you feel gratitude, that is love. When you look at your computer and you see in technology, we're everywhere, but yet we are sharing ideas, that is love. For me, it's just that pure energy. And it's difficult to be in that pure energy all the time, but I'm sure many of you meditate. When you meditate and you're just in silence, you can feel that sensation. So for me, that is love.
Thank you, Yogesh. Thank you. I always appreciate what you say, very much indeed. Mary, before I get to Santa Claus, because he's a very hard act to follow, I can tell you, no disrespect to him. But is there anything else you'd like to say? Because we missed a bit of yours because of the audio. No, the audio is not working. Don't worry, we'll catch up next time. Don't worry, Mary. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Thank you for trying. And I hope you can join us next week because I want to hear what you have to say. I mean, to
Peter,
me, yes.
Peter, excuse me for interrupting. Mary did put something in the chat if you want to read that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said, what I was saying was the, do you see
Oh,
that?
I've got it here. I've got it here. Thank you. What I was saying was the acceptance is key to love. Acceptance, who they are, and that you are good, the bad, and the ugly, not what you want them to be. Accepting yourself and all parts of you is the first step in loving yourself. Okay. Gifted, I have learned raising two children with broken filters. They both love unconditionally, accepting them as they are, not who we want them to be. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see the chat in time. Beg your pardon. Okay. Now I appreciate you. Understand. Santa Claus. Oh, no, not you. Sherry Bennett.
Yeah, I agree with everybody, everything that's been said. And I would like to add that I believe that love is also showing compassion and collaboration, and to have the strength and courage to be with people in their darkest moments. And you know, when and to have compassion is to somehow be patient and put yourself in the other person's shoes. So that's the word that came to me. I don't have anything else to add to that, but compassion and collaboration and
that's fine. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. And before I get to you, Santa, just one small thing. To me, love is also something else, and that is telling the truth when it hurts. Okay? Telling the truth even when it hurts.
It's tough love.
Well, it's more than tough love, actually. I mean, I don't want to, I'll spill it out to you. I mean, some of you don't know, but some do. I lost my beloved wife about 2 or 3 months ago, okay? But during that whole process there, I didn't want to accept that she was prepared, she was going, okay? And then a nurse and a doctor took me aside and talked to me, okay? And it was love in its purest form, but they were telling me the truth that I didn't want to hear. But it was love. It was actually love. And that's a side of love that I'd never respected or appreciated before. And to me, I will never, ever forget that conversation. So I just wanted to say that. Okay. Whew, I'm getting emotional now. Sorry about that. Santa.
Oh, absolutely, Peter. Absolutely, Peter. I mean, it's a very emotional thing, and it's a beautiful thing to experience as well. For me, love, unlike the movie Love Story, love is not having to say you're sorry. Love is you have to say you're sorry. Love is a multitude of things. As I'm sure, I'm sorry that I was late in coming in. I'm sure I missed a huge amount of all this love and compassion that everyone here is sharing, because that's what we do every week. we share and out of love for what we do and for others. Love, aside from being a multitude of things, it's primarily passion and compassion. Okay, a passion for others and compassion for others. Looking for and seeing, like I see in everyone. I always try, as Santa, I am always looking for a way to get on the nice list from everyone. Everyone has the potential being on the nice list, and loving that aspect of someone and those people around me to make sure that they do get on the nice list, and doing what I can to help them get on the nice list. Okay. But it's also, and in doing that, my compassion for them, not wanting them to wallow where they are, because when they are wallowing in their darkness or whatever, they're not feeling love. And helping bring love to others and helping them bring them out from the darkness of their whatever that they're going through, to bring them to the light. As Yogesh says, he said there, it's an energy, it's a position, it's a place to be. When in my studies and when I was in college, one of the things that we had that I had to one of my theology classes that we had to discuss the different types of loves that there are, fraternal love, passionate love, and agape love. And agape love is the overall love that God has for us. No matter what you do, God will always love you. Okay. Well, some of us, and sometimes, we have a hard time reaching that level of love, no matter what. But it's a goal that we should all be looking for and trying to attain. But it's that love that we all have for one another, and why we're all here in this room to help others, and it is, it's the greatest place, and it's the greatest, what was it? Was it St. Peter or St. Paul that said of these, love is the greatest of all of the hope, hope, love, and why can't I think of it? That's because I'm on the spot. That's why. A little bit of brain fog this morning. But love is the greatest of all of all of the faith, love, right? Faith and love and hope. And love is the greatest. Love is the greatest, and love is the strongest of all of the passions that we have. And we should all we should all move towards that and make that our goal, to love one another. And that's why I love doing what I do. There's just to share love brings love, and in bringing love, you share more love. And it's just like this cycle that just builds and builds, and you have to, you just can't hold on to it. You just have to share it,
I agree.
I don't think I ever want to experience exploding from love, because that would probably be messy, but it would be, something of it's something that we have to share, and we have to let it go, because it's just something that just can't build up inside of you. It has to be released. And when we release it, it makes the world a better place. It makes people around us better.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Santa Claus. Anthony, whichever way you'd prefer me to call you. Before we finish, I know time is up, but could you just bear with me one more moment, because I have one more question to ask you. And it's this. Do you ever have moments when it's difficult to accept love? And if so, just share in 1 or 2 sentences what that's all about. Because love is a very complicated thing, right? And I know this is getting pretty damn personal. I appreciate that. So if you don't want to comment, it's fine. But it's a thing that bothers me. That sometimes I find it difficult to accept love in certain circumstances. I do.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's. I'm not going to go into all the details why. I'm just asking. Has anyone else had that same thing? Bonnie, yeah, over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Going back to the tough love and sharing the truth. Again, in my current situation, I have done I've known this man, well, since we were 8, but we were together most of the last 23 years. And so I had to take a hard look at what my contribution to the current situation is. And I've been doing that, a lot of self-reflection lately. And so part of that is hearing feedback that we also don't want to hear, right? And if it's loving to give the tough love, it's also loving to accept the tough love and hear the truth about how you're participating sometimes in your own misery and then correcting that. And so, yes, that can be really difficult because nobody wants to hear that they're the villain in their own story, right? Or that they're the possible perpetrator or causing part of the problem. As humans, we tend to deflect, right? And so, yeah, I'm going to say that absolutely. And on the flip side of that, a lot of us have been taught that we're not necessarily worthy, back to Yogesh and his conditioning. And so learning how to accept love in that way too, when we've been so conditioned that we're not worthy of more, learning that that's not the case is very uncomfortable because you're so used to not being in that space. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But the reason I asked the question, and I know we're over time, the reason I asked the question is because there's been times in my life when I found it difficult to accept love, and maybe it's because I didn't really trust the person who was sending the love to me. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it's not a matter of self-worth. I've always felt pretty good about myself, but maybe it's because I was shocked. Maybe because I didn't expect it. Maybe I thought because, is this person for real? Are they lying to me? Because I didn't want to put my heart on my sleeve and have it broken again. I've had it broken too many damn times. Okay. And that's why I asked the question. Okay. Sometimes I have in my past found it difficult to accept love. That's all. That's the reason I said it. Because what you see is what you get with me. That's it. Anyway, enough of that. All right. Anyone else want to add something before we go? We're over time. Well, thank you. Marlene, good to see you for the first time. I hope you can join us again. I hope you enjoyed your experience with us. Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
My pleasure. And thank you all for your contributions today. I truly appreciate you. I mean, I love you as my family. And I look forward to seeing you same time next week, okay? And we didn't spin the wheel again, I know, but this was too important a topic to spin the damn wheel.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Way more important than
God bless
spinning
you
the
all.
wheel.
God bless you all. Okay.
Oh, take care.